Hello, friends. Welcome, welcome, everybody. I have a very special author with me today. I have Isah Velita here with her book launch. Hi, Isah.
Hi, Miriam. How are you today?
I'm great. I'm excited for your book launch. How are you feeling?
Well, it's really exciting actually, because it's my very first one. So, of course, I'm really thrilled.
Yes, yes. Let's show everybody your book and please tell them the title.
The title of my book is called The Joy of Being Me.
I love it. I love it. It's such a beautiful book. Isah, can you tell us what inspired you to write this story?
It was actually a physical injury that required me to take time off to heal. And within that time, there were lessons that I felt I needed to learn, and that served as the catalyst for this book being created.
Beautiful. I did not know that. And I can see it now after reading the book, how you can use a personal experience and put it into a children's book, into a beautiful children's book. So, would you tell everybody what the book is about and who it's for?
So the book is about my main character, Raylene, who experiences a setback, unanticipated one. And within that setback, she has to learn how to find her inner happiness once more. So it's, in a way, a journey of healing, recovery, and unexpected friendship.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful. And who would you say it's for? What age group?
This book, anywhere between 4 and 8, but truthfully, it's for children and adults who have experienced something like a challenge or, a similar setback and and is looking for a message of healing and recovery.
Yes, yes. And there's a lot of, the other thing that I got out of the book was also the friendship component, the friendship and being supportive and kind to each other. You wrote a beautiful book, beautiful illustrations. What is it that you hope that parents and kids will take away from this book?
What I actually hope they take away from it is lessons of self-acceptance, knowing one's value, and knowing that, hey, there is light at the end of the tunnel when an unexpected challenge or a injury or just something that they don't know is happening that's going to affect them. It's giving themselves that grace and the space to heal and then maybe learn from that and what it's teaching them.
That's so good. Self-acceptance. And I just want to commend you on the way you did that. You put that into this beautiful story about this fairy and her friends and what they're going through. So, that's something that's so important in children's book writing that we don't want to be so heavy with the message, but a child will just take it away from reading this beautiful story. So I think you did a beautiful job with that.
Thank you.
Yes. Tell me a little bit about the illustrator because she did a beautiful job also. Just going to show some of those illustrations. Yeah, tell me a little
I
bit about her.
I took a different route with illustrations because I wanted to, well, I looked at different illustrators, reached out to a few of them. Ultimately, I decided to take a chance on a college student whose dream it was to illustrate a children's book. And, that also came with, her managing her schedule because this isn't what she does full time. She's a full-time college student. She was taking 5 classes and 3 part-time jobs on top of illustrating my book, but she made every single deadline. We had to extend due to some, unanticipated things that happened along the way, but within how we navigated it, it just all came together beautifully. We were both in the same, um, we're in the West Coast, so there was no time change difference, very accessible, because we would text each other and email. And so the communication was pretty solid. And the experience was, I think people underestimate how much time it takes to do a children's book. There's a lot of collaboration, there's a lot of coordination, a lot of moving pieces, and the illustrator has to bring the writer's vision to life. And how you go about it is just a beautiful thing that happens when it all comes together.
Yes, yeah. I'm so glad you shared that because it is a collaboration, it's a partnership. So shout out to your illustrator, Leticia Lee, who did a beautiful job, beautiful job. So, Isa, I want to ask you a little bit more about your journey into becoming a children's book author. I know it's always full of, challenges and lessons. So let's talk about that for a moment. What would you say was the biggest challenge for you when writing this book?
The biggest challenge was never settling for less than what I want. Sometimes when we come across deadlines or let's just get it done, we want to just, oh, let's just get it done. And we're, not quite happy with it, but we just want to get it done. And it was actually a lesson for me to take a step back and go, no, this is how I want my vision. It was really embodying the never settling for less than what I wanted and communicating that in a
Mhm,
way that served those I was collaborating with as well as myself. And I think
mhm,
really getting clear, that was like the lesson, really getting clear. I don't really quite like it this way. Can you do it this way? But really just trying to find a way to navigate that because when you're talking about illustrations, I was not an art major, so I can't really explain what I like or don't like. So I had to had to use reference photos, get an outside perspective on how would I relay this vision. And then once I got clear, though, things fell into place.
yes. Oh, I'm so glad you shared that. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. Yeah, I'm so glad
Oh,
you
yeah.
shared that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I want to take a moment and just tell our viewers that this book is available today on Amazon. So make sure to go grab a copy, grab a couple of copies of this wonderful book, The Joy of Being Me. And it's available in soft cover, hardcover edition, and also ebook format. These are the types of books we want to be sharing it with all the children in our lives. So, Isa, now that you're a children's book author, tell me, what is the best part of accomplishing this dream for you?
The best part about it is that I can actually embody that title. When we went to the Believe conference last year, and we had those name tags that said author. And you told us, but that's what you are, and that's what, because we were starting that journey. It didn't solidify for me until this. And I was like, oh,
Yes.
and it was all coming together because there's a part of me that's like, but I can't really give that title. I'm not published yet. But now that it's all happening and to be able to say, yeah, I did that. It's different.
Yes, you are an author, Isa. I love that. I love that. How long had you been thinking about writing a children's book for?
I can remember, actually, it's decades. I can remember being a child and creating characters on notebooks and doing some drawing. So it's been since childhood, definitely many years. And
Yes.
it's just one of those dreams that I put away and, oh, that's a maybe, maybe later, maybe.
Mhm. Yes, I understand that. And what made now the time to write this children's book? Like what was the tipping point for you?
Taking a chance and actually going to Believe conference. I'm not gonna lie. I think um, just taking a chance on the call and really realizing if not now, then when.
Hmm. Hmm.
And it just
Well,
solidified it meeting other authors. But yes, it
yeah,
was just like,
yeah.
if I don't do it now, then that's gonna be a dream I'm gonna keep putting off for 5 or 10 years. Why not? Um, but to really answer your question, I had to leave management in order to get that work-life balance to pursue these creative pursuits, and probably the best thing I ever did.
Good for you. Good for you. Well, you look radiant. You look very happy. I'm so proud of you. Thank you for sharing your journey to today. Now, we have a lot of aspiring authors who are watching who may be you a couple of years ago that kind of like we're putting that dream till later, till later. What piece of advice do you have for them? What do you want to say to that aspiring author who wants it but is not fully committed right now?
The best piece of advice I can give any aspiring author is to not be afraid to invest in yourself. Be prepared to invest in yourself with energy, physically invest in yourself, and financially invest in yourself. And people might balk at the idea of, well, I don't want to spend that, but what's the cost of you not investing yourself in order to have this dream become a reality? And so
Mhm.
that to me was taking that step to do that.
Thank you, Isa. Thank you so much. So, friends, you can see how inspiring she is. So my next question is, where can our viewers find you? Because I think I know you're a very wise woman. You have a lot to share. I see it in your book. So here we're sharing this with children in our lives, but you also have a lot to offer. Where can our viewers find you?
I do have a newly created website. It's called isahv.me. And you can find me there. And then on Amazon, on the my author page, I will make sure the website is listed there as well.
Excellent, excellent. Okay, well, friends, you know what to do. We're going to go to Amazon today and grab a copy of this beautiful book. And I thought before we go, is there anything else you wish I would have asked you, or anything else you'd like to share?
I would like to give a shout out to you and your team. Thank you for helping me with this dream of becoming a published author. And it's been a wonderful journey. I couldn't have done it all myself, just all the everything from the editing and the just the whole process, the book design and the preprint review. And I think the one thing that I did learn was that details matter, and doing that preprint review and harnessing all over the little details, it's all of that that becomes the full package that everybody will see before them when they buy the book.
Yes.
It's really
Yeah.
exciting, actually.
It is so exciting. It's so exciting. When you buy, so this, I'm speaking to our viewers, when you buy a book that has had so much love put into it, when an author gets to fulfill that dream of being able to empower children through their books, I mean, we're doing something well there. So, friends, I want to remind you to go grab a copy of this book. And Isa, thank you for trusting the process. We talked a little bit about this pre pre interview and you know trusting the process that this is what you have to do to get your book out in the world. You've been a wonderful student, but also I think also you can teach so much about your lessons and your experiences. So I just want to thank you for writing this book because it shows a big part of you.
Thanks, Miriam. Thank you,
Yeah,
everybody. Yay!
thank you. Have a great day, everybody. Thanks, Isa.
Bye.